Oh, here we go. Start of the new year. Welcome to Comfort Food for Thought. It's your friend Chris James. I'm wishing you all the best for this next trip around the sun. Spiritual journey goes ever on. I'm hoping the coming year brings you peace, abundance, and love. Hoping every one of your dreams comes true. Oh, and guess what? We're going to work on it together. You and I. You can count on that. I'm here for you. So how's everything going? How's your heart this fine day? Well, if you're like most people, you come out of the holiday season and into the new year with some mixed feelings, right? There's feelings of hope and optimism, but on the other hand, it seems like this time of the year is when we judge ourselves the heaviest, right? We take stock of our lives. We compare our intentions and goals of the past 12 months with, well, what actually happened. We do that, right? Oh, yeah, we do. I do it too. It's okay. It's natural to do that. New Year's is a time of reflection, new beginnings. It's a time of the year where we especially notice the passage of time in our lives. And that sometimes makes us put a little extra pressure on ourselves, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. We all do it. So let's take it easy. Let's remember to be kind to ourselves here. We've talked about this. Let's not beat up on ourselves. We're not here to be perfect. Let's not deny ourselves our own love. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. It's no good. Let's try and rein in the self-judgment, all right? It's not going to help anything. And look, seriously, life is never going to follow the scripts we write. We make our resolutions, we set our goals and objectives, we put our intentions out there to the universe, all that stuff. But then what happens? Right, life happens. It's the way it is. That's the way it's designed. The wheel of the year turns, and it brings us all kinds of adventures. We find ourselves in all kinds of situations we didn't plan on. Come on, what fun would it be if life was predictable anyway, right? So keep this in mind, my friend. Just because things didn't go exactly as planned doesn't mean we should feel any regrets. That's life. It's life unfolding as it always does. It's going to bring surprises. There's going to be twists and turns on the path. There's going to be unexpected stuff. Not necessarily bad, just unexpected. Spirit wants to keep it interesting. So cut yourself some slack. Be nice to yourself. Leave those regrets behind. They do you no good. Let's not carry any of that stuff into the new year. Let's go with the flow. Everything's going the way it's supposed to, and it's all leading to good stuff. Now, I can tell you this. From all my years on this earth, I've noticed that the happiest people I've known are those who go with the flow. They take life as it comes. They deal with each day as it unfolds. They play the hand they were dealt. They make the best of it. They see the glass as half full, not half empty. They look for the silver lining. They try and see the best in life and in people. It's true. Now, on the other side of that coin, the most unhappy people I know are the ones that write rigid scripts for their lives. And they get mad and disappointed when things don't turn out just like they wanted. When other people don't act like they think they should. When things don't go the way they scripted it. But hey, it's like we said, life is unpredictable. It's not going to follow a script. It's the nature of things. So these poor folks, they always end up disappointed. And a lot of times, to make it even worse, they blame themselves. They beat themselves up. They tell themselves, well, if they only did this or did that, then everything would have gone just like they wanted. You ever do that? Yeah, we all do it from time to time. But this, it's a recipe for unhappiness. Because when it comes down to it, we can't control what happens in life. We can only choose how we're going to handle what does happen. Our happiness isn't based on everything going the way we want it to. It's based on our reactions to life, our mindset, the way we perceive life, what we choose to pay attention to. That's the thing we have control over. That's the way we make life either heaven or hell. That's our part in the co-creation. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows? Spirit may have even better stuff planned. Better than what you can dream up. Try and trust in that. Dare to be optimistic. It's like I always say, there's good stuff coming. The best is yet to come. The journey we're on, it's got some rough spots, yeah, that's for sure, but it leads to a good place. So let's go with the flow. Let's expect the best. And hey, I know, sometimes the flow flows over some rocky terrain, right? Lots of rapids, big waves. Sometimes it doesn't feel very peaceful, does it? Feels like we're being swept along, holding on for dear life, struggling to keep our head above the water, right? Oh, I know. I know what that's like. I've been down that rapid too. And when you're in that turbulent water, those scripts you so carefully write, oh, they get washed right out of your hands, don't they? I like this metaphor. I do a lot of kayaking, so I've seen my share of rough water. I remember this one time we decided to run the Pequannock River after a big storm. Now this is up in northern New Jersey, up in the mountains. Now I'm not talking huge mountains like the Rockies or the Alps. These are Jersey mountains, but they're big enough. So when you get a big coastal storm dumping a lot of rain inland, oh, the rivers come up and the water gets going. You know. Now the Pequannock, it's usually just a very quiet mountain stream flowing down out of the highlands. Very pretty. You know, rhododendrons and mountain laurel on the banks. Water tumbling over mossy rocks. It's a beautiful spot. But this day, oh, it was a whole different story. It was up. There had been a storm, so it was running fast. There was some white water going on. But I knew this river pretty well. I figured we can handle it. So off we went. Kayaks, we're cruising. It's beautiful. So there we were, paddling along, bouncing over the little riffles, zipping through the quiet woods on the flat stretches. It was great. Now, if you've ever been kayaking or canoeing on a river, you learn these moves to steer the boat. You're the captain of the ship. You steer right, the boat goes right. You steer left, goes left. Easy. You're in control. Well, you're in control as long as it's a nice, quiet, slow-moving river. Now, on a river like this, when it's roaring, when it's taking you where it wants to, well, you need some other moves. And it all has to be instinctive. You have to be able to make split-second decisions. Now, here we go. We're going down the river, and I remember coming around a bend and just seeing a big set of rapids in front of me. No time to pull over, no time to stop. We were committed. The riverbed is, getting steeper and the speed's really picking up. There's big waves and the white water's, roaring over submerged rocks and when that much water starts to speed up like that, you realize pretty quick you're not in control as much as you thought. How you react in each moment is critical. Now, in this kind of situation, you're not paddling yourself forward. That river is taking you where it wants to. And all you can do is react to what's happening. If it flows you towards a big rock, you do a quick stroke to avoid hitting it, right? If the water's turbulent, well, your first job is staying upright. You don't want to capsize in a rapid like that. So you're reacting to what the water is doing, moment to moment. And you quickly realize that river is way bigger than you. You're not going to survive by trying to be stronger than it. You get through those rough sections by working with the water and the rocks in the proper way. You're not fighting the river. You're going with the flow. You're dealing with the reality of what is, moment to moment. You can wish that river wasn't rough all you want. I guess you could complain about it. I guess you could even shake your fist at God and say, "Why'd you make this rapid so rough?" But you know what? At the end of the day, it's how you react to each wave, each rock, each bend in the stream, each drop. That's what's going to get you through. How you react, moment to moment, is going to determine if you conquer that rapid or if it conquers you. So, this is a good metaphor for life. Sometimes life sweeps you along and knocks you around. Don't let go of your paddle. Hold on. And just like that river, you end up getting back to the quiet waters again. You get through the rough parts. Doesn't stay rough forever. And this is where our spiritual strength comes into play. Because life is like that. When you're faced with the rapids and everything seems out of control, all you can do is go with the flow. Keep your head up. Do the best you can. You know, when I look back on the past year, a lot of crazy stuff happened. A lot of stuff I couldn't see coming. And things I couldn't control. Definitely felt like I was back on that river, trying to stay calm and make split-second decisions. Keep my head above the water. Yeah, this past year I lost my dad. Now, he'd been declining and finally passed away last summer. That was tough stuff. And if you've gone through losing a close family member, you know what I'm talking about. It's a rough road. You deal with all kinds of things that are no fun. All kinds of stuff that's way beyond your control. You deal with lots of feelings and emotions, good and bad. Tests you. Oh, it does. And it can bring out the best in you, and it can also bring out the worst. I know I didn't always handle things perfectly in this situation. I admit it. There was a lot of times I was scared and not sure what to do. The illness and death of a loved one, it's scary. Sometimes the depth of your love deepens your fear. And hey, we all get scared, especially when we feel out of control. Especially when we fear for the comfort, safety of someone we love. We don't want someone we love to suffer. We want the process of dying to be peaceful. You know, so you pray for that. Oh, and death? There's no controlling it. There's no script it's going to follow. So it's no surprise when we stand in its presence, fear stands close by as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, while we talk a lot about the spiritual side of overcoming fear, doesn't mean we're always going to be successful at it. No. There's times, just like running that raging river, where we're going to be scared. We're going to feel out of control. During those days leading up to my father's passing, man, it felt like being swept through those rapids again. But we got through it. My dad got through it. He passed away peacefully, and he's gone on with his journey. So have we. So we're gonna carry on with our journey. There's lots to do, lots to talk about. It's a new year, lots to learn. Oh, and I bet you've gone through some stuff this past year too. Maybe you're still going through it. I know, I feel for you, my friend. These are the times we need to apply everything we've learned in our spiritual work. These are the times where we want to let love and all of its aspects bring us peace, shine through us. We want to let the light of love illuminate the path when our journey takes us through dark and scary places. We want to let it give us strength, clarity as we negotiate the rapids of life. It'll lead us through. Oh, and you're not alone in this. I'm working on this too. I'm walking with you. We can help each other. If I had all this stuff down pat, I wouldn't be here now, would I? But I'm here. I'm still learning. And my friend, I'm glad I'm here. Glad to be here with you. Truly am. Grateful for this opportunity to seek answers together. Oh yeah, very grateful. Grateful to begin another year on this journey together. Well, time's just about up, so let's take a moment and find our peace before we part ways. What do you say? Let's sit in the silence for a moment. Let's take a breath and digest some of these thoughts. Let's relax. Take a deep breath. The universe is not going to follow my script. I'm going to go with the flow. When I'm at peace and reacting to the world with love, I can trust where the river of life is taking me. Okay, well, let's get on with it. I hope your day is peaceful and you Negotiate any rapids in your life like a champ. You got this. May Spirit inspire and protect you, and may you have serenity in the face of anything life throws at you. Take care of yourself, my friend. I'll be back soon.
You've been listening to Comfort Food for Thought with Chris James. For more information and links to our social media, please visit us at our website, www.comfortfoodforthought.com. Thanks for listening.